What's up, everybody? We're starting this episode. I'm hyped for this one. We got an AMA with my boy Timbo from the Diamond Trenchers. We're gonna get into it. We got a couple songs we're gonna kick off today. We'll be back in just a second though. Do me a favor, everybody. Repost this space. Say what's up in the comments. We're gonna kick it off. Whoops.
The toe, trench kid, no fucks, gotta run it up. If you thinking I'ma lose, then you them as fuck. Power driven them is ooh, belly but a cup. Youngest on my city, keep it smooth just to sum it up. No security, you see me, but that Glock spit. Youngest nigga doing it, that's why I pop shit. VVS is jumping while it's like a mosh pit. Really not shit, but I'm moving like I'm hot shit. Legal money coming in, I started off robbing. True to everything I did is really no flogging. All my shit been going up, little nigga, no dodging. And I'ma keep on coming with the heat, I'm hogging. Trench kid, good on the beat, stop sobbing. While them niggas hating, it defeats my noggin. If that ain't really your beat, stop sodding. Say you tryna run in these streets, stop hiding. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Niggas broke cause they be on that funny stuff. Rich and money, my rich me on. I done came way too far, I can't fuck it up. I got niggas that die by that gang. To be honest, you fuck with us. Hearing no walk inside, I be clutching up. Know they hating that they got enough of us. Run it up, 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 run it up. Run it up, 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 run it up. I just stack up that money, I run it up. But fuck about who love me, I run it up. What the fuck they gonna tell me my money? I run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up.
Double up, run it up, Lamborghini with the bubble guts. Got them bands and I'm flexing, hold my muscle up. I'ma stand on the business when it's time to fuck. I get paper in the morning when I'm waking up. Make my bitch get your bitch come and fuck on us. Make a hit with that switch, now my ops are dust. Put my rats in the wall, now it's growing rust. Diamond chain get this swinging, they know it's us. They know it's me. Pinky ring get this singing like Jodeci. Double R and it came with a notary. I see stars, I'm a star like it's supposed to be. I pop bars, only way I can go to sleep. When my gang needed me, bought 100 P. Put the paddock on my wrist, a masterpiece. Put some diamonds on her and some double C. Fuck these niggas, I'm up. Kicking my shit like I won the World Cup. Start from the tip, baby, so beat that shit down, baby girl, need a crush. Hunters keep coming, you know that's a must. If you talking money, then we can discuss.
Run it up, 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 run it up. Run it up, 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 run it up. I just stack up that money, I run it up. If a fuck about who love me, I run it up. What they gonna tell me my money? I run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up.
I've been running that money up, putting on. Ain't no into this trend, it's a marathon. Different breed, I might bust down a herringbone. Bought a flight with them racks in my carry-on. Talking about money, you know who to call. It look like a riot, I fucked up the mall. She digging how me and my whole circle ball. Gave me some talk through my ethical draw. Earrings 150, I'm thugging, I'm hood. I locked the screw back and put erasers on them. Ride by the Daytona, been in the corner. Them Hillers and Reynolds attack Arizona. Ain't getting no diploma. Shot dice for the J's, the freshest dude in the schoolhouse. You ain't gangster, you went to the smooth route. Ran it up, now my pockets look too stout. Never enough, man, I gotta go get some more. Sold enough gas to go buy me a Tesla cup. Now I'm on the charts, so I'm running up screens. My niggas still got what you need, though. Built my name from the ground, I ain't had no help. It's just me versus me beefing with myself. It was time I woke them up, they overslept. Run it up, still ain't out of breath.
Run it up, 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 run it up. Run it up, 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 run it up. I just stack up that money, I run it up. If a fuck about who love me, I run it up. What the fuck they gonna tell me my money? I run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up.
These niggas prayed on my downfall. Like what? These niggas prayed on my downfall.
Repost the space, everybody.
You did. Show these disloyal niggas how to ball. Go
got
get
an
up the
awesome
mama
AMA
for the
coming
pot.
up.
I need this shit cooked right. Let's keep that water
Homie
400
Timbo.
degrees Fahrenheit. You ever been
Let's get
inside
it
a
on, Mike.
federal courtroom? Nigga, you ever went to trial and fought for your life? Being broke did something to my spirit. Ass niggas to plug me. They act like they couldn't hear me. Look at me now, driving German engineering. You don't want your baby mama fuck, keep the hoe from near me. Kilroy. Remember when I used to use your ills to hit the road, hit the O, and make them big boys step?
What's up? What's up?
Green things made with vacuum seals, trying not to have them green things smell. Feds was on me. What you know about related through money? I don't know nothing.
I think I fixed my bike.
Tony, I fuck with bitches. My body count go from Persian to Cody. Any further questions, you can take that up with the lawyer. My nigga Finkel J Money, Brimo Low Project Joe will tell you every day before school I sold a half bow. How you think I won best dressed with no support? Paid lawyers coming in and out of court. Hey, Wando. Hey, Theo, ain't it a blessing? We made it out Kentucky after all that happened. After the pre-trials, after the status, after them impact statements, after the castle. Hey, JR, nigga. Ain't it a blessing? We made it out of Lansing after all that happened. That bitch, nigga. After Michigan State, after Hubbard, when our mans told on us, the bands they took from us. Joy Road, bitch, but the money long as 6 mile, brick mile. Knock your ox down, pick her up, knock her back down, pull her tracks out. Yes, I slap girl. Yes, I slap dog. Yes, I slap loud. Yes, I slap a pussy nigga if he act out. Yes, I caught cases on the road with them killers, bro. Kill me if I snitch, cause if you snitch, I'm gonna kill you. Spent a lot of time on the yard with them gorillas, stood tall. Did I let niggas hold me? Quit being silly. I know for a fact your bitch pussy get wet for a nigga, cause I do it better, plus I'm doing better than niggas. I'm at home when I'm down there in Lexington, nigga. About the king, they gon' drop you in. Who next to you, nigga? Go get say it, Lil T. Get ahead of them niggas. When you take off, don't look back and try to rescue them niggas. I got mans to make sure you get the rest of them niggas. Don't let them get the best of you, just get the revenue, nigga. Let's get it. So let me know what you can handle. Okay, come grab it. Here goes some extra, so if I'm busy, you can manage. Fiends happy, bling dancing, needing $60 salary. Get it there and back. Tell the feds I need it. Challenge. My first offer was 30 years, not a day lower. Nigga, what? I told them crackers holler at me when they sober on parole. I'm a felon. You think I ain't got that blower? Yeah, you right, bro. Take his head off his fucking shoulder. You hear me? Hit the rollie stove with the rollie on. Who was our getaway car, Jag portfolio? You hear me? Hey, I heard I had some sneak dissers. Whoever feeling hot, that AR got a heat sensor. Cuz said don't entertain them hungry niggas. I wish I would pay attention to these homeless niggas. Go call my phone. I don't want to do no song with niggas. And tell your bitch to tighten up before I bone her, nigga. I don't know you niggas. Fuck wrong with niggas. Through these white bucks, I can see the hoe in niggas. Free my nigga Perico, that boy be hoeing niggas. Shoot the smile off your face. I don't joke with niggas. Boy, I can't trust you with that strap if you ain't got no body. Boy, I can't take you on no lick if you ain't robbed nobody. You ain't no shooter, you can't do that shit without no molly. I came home and had the hoes wetter than Kalahari. 30 months ago, niggas ain't think that I was coming home. Shout out to them niggas freaks that I've been coming on. Get them to the crib, bust them down, now bitch run alone. This SK and get the shaking like it's something wrong. 30 bands 2 times, watch this money clone. The feds say my name hot like when the oven on. Bitch, I came home to my little brother gone. Niggas say they looking for me, pull up in the Scuddy zone. Who said I'm a snitch? You just heard a lot from him. Better check the black and white, that paperwork evolved for him. Zero toleration for that nigga, take his life from him. He don't want that pistol plate? Okay, I Tyson him. I ain't hear from bitches when I had them blues on. So soon as I'm done fucking, put your shoes on. I'm on parole in 2 states, I can't move wrong. The feds trying to build a case, I can't move wrong. I went to trial back to back, bitch, I'm 2-0. State of Kentucky banned me from Mary Jury Stone. See, I can't even be in public with my hoodie on. Michigan State don't want them here, they don't know what he on. I know they prayed on my downfall. I already know that. I know they prayed on my downfall. On no 10, bitch, I stood tall. On 10 toes, nigga. Show these disloyal niggas how to ball. Ah.
Yo, we are back. What's good, everybody? Thank you for joining us, man. This is going to be a banger episode. I'm hyped for today. We got the homies here, like always, but today we are going to do an AMA with one of the homies. So everybody, do me a favor, repost the space, tag a friend in the comments. We got an up-and-coming legend in the space that's going to let us take a look inside of him. We're going to dig deep with him a little bit today. And figure out where he's been, how he's got here, what he's got cooking, all that good stuff. So I'm hyped to get into it. You know, so if you want to join the stream, DM me on X at Dope Sales, like my handle here. We don't keep this, man. We'll bring you on. You got to act right when you come on, but we'll bring you on, and we will, we'll let you get a chance to ask some questions and really hang and vibe with us today. But I'm gonna save the homie Timbo last for check-in, but I'm gonna check in with the homie Clutch. He's finally on here with a working mic. It's good to see him. Gonna be good to hear him. How you doing today, Clutch? And and how you feeling about the state of the market? You know, I know we talked about it on the X space, but how you feeling about it right now?
Oh yeah, no, we're good, man. Am I coming in loud and clear?
Oh, you're coming in great.
Sick. Yeah, now this mic is I've actually just started using it and it blocks out a lot of the noise. I'm next to the fan on purpose. Is it bugging you? The fan, can you hear it?
Can't hear it. You're straight.
Sick. Then the noise cancellation on it works. Let's go. Dude, the state of the market is always look for the triple fours. We're coming to the end of the 4-year cycle. We're at 4% USDT dominance, kind of holding, and we're looking at 4 trillion market cap on hiatus here. Like it's on stilts. It's trying to, it's really trying to hold on. And to me, those are the easiest signs of if you're going to get continuation or not. So for me, man, I'm extremely comfortable shorting every pump and just selling every pump and buy another entrance. We're at 3.99 trillion market cap. So yet again, stalling out at such an important level. And I haven't even looked at, to be honest, the USDT dominance today to kind of tell you, further where, like, do I feel with that? But here, I'll quickly go to it so I can give you guys a little bit of some value here. I've been farming you guys for a minute, but we're at 4.19%. We wicked to 3.99% USDT, and we are holding on to one of the triple fours. So the way I see it, it's a top, and can't nobody convince me otherwise. But I'm willing to go full risk on. I'm waiting for holding 4% 4 trillion market cap, holding not holding 4% USDT dominance, and I'm ready to frickin' tango. But as of now, man, I'm on vacay mode. Sell every pump, reaccumulate on every dip, but not hold on because no alt is giving me an alt season. They all just keep helping me break even.
No, I'm with it. You know, it's funny. I was actually having a combo on X with one of my normie friends. He's a poker player and stuff. So like smart guy. He's a winning poker player, and I was like, yeah, I'm just not convinced this Ethereum breakout is legit yet. And he's like, it took so long, and you're not convinced. And I'm like, dude, you're only factoring in one thing. You're not thinking about USTD dominance. You're not thinking about the competition these days, and you're not thinking about the Ethereum Foundation selling every top. And I'm like, dude, like that's like playing poker and calling a bet on the river with only considering the pre-flop action and not considering what happened on the turn, the flop, or the river itself. So like I think a lot of people are getting caught up in that thinking that they're like, oh man, it's finally here. This has to be real. And it's like, not necessarily, right? Like there's a lot of factors at stake, and you want to see several of those things, happen before you go true risk on, in my opinion.
And, I'm no one other than a narrator. These aren't my data points that seem to matter. I'm Morgan Freeman.
All we do is narrate what we see, baby. Well, good to see you on here, Clutch, and hear from you. We will. We'll definitely.
Can I shamelessly show one thing?
Go ahead.
We did 2 bets on the morning show: the under on the Cubs and Blue Jays game, and we took the under on the Tigers and Twins game. I'm sorry, it was the Cubs and Blue Jays under, and the under on the Marlins and Guardian game, and then we took. So we did a third, taking Detroit to win. Well, anyways. We're in the 6th inning in our call for the Cubs and Blue Jays. It's 1-0. The under on that is looking damn near a sure bet. Obviously, famous last words, that can always happen. We can get an 8-run inning type of deal, which would take us, over. But we took the under. First bet's looking good. That 1 unit should come in, which should wash our second bet. But we have a good chance at going 2-0 today for anyone that tuned into the morning show. So, man, keep showing up. We always keep finding value. And here we are on an under call in the 6th inning with only 1 run. That's alpha, baby.
Oh, I was on mute. But no, I was like, that's bullish. Not only do you You get your perpetuals trading alpha from us. You get your spot alpha. You get your you get your meme coin alpha, and your early alpha too, and you get your sports betting alpha, man. So you got to tune in. We don't do a whole lot of betting on this stream. We play a little poker, but I know the poker side has some betting too, and some stuff like that. And but if you tune in the morning show, we get into more betting there, and then at nights we actually get into betting. I don't host this stream on the weekends, but at 10 p.m. I'm sorry, 11 p.m. Eastern. We host a nighttime stream called Coming in Clutch, and we talk actually quite a bit about sports betting there. So make sure you guys are following Clutch on X and me too, so you can catch all those. But good stuff, Clutch. Let's I want to say what's up to the homie Moon hitting the comments. I want to say what's up to Rob GT for reposting, always reposting. What's up to Kua, reposting the stream, always showing support. Love you, homie. What's up to Gunner Trades? Always reposting, always showing support. We truly appreciate you, bro. But yeah, always good to see you guys showing up in the comments. I think EAC just walked away right when I was gonna throw it over to him. But we'll catch up with EAC a little bit later. We'll throw it over to the homie. Oh, there's EAC. What's good, EAC, man? How you doing? How you feeling about everything market-wise, after we had a day of cooling off, maybe after a pump? But how you feeling about everything, and how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. Like, I was prepared for kind of what happened. I'm just learning about perp trading, so I'm not getting into it yet, but I'm just holding onto my convictions. And yeah, I'm ready to buy more when the time's right. So I get excited to see the dips so I can accumulate my convictions. But I'm locked in. So I'm streaming on YouTube today. So yeah, DTN, you're my first official YouTube video.
Baller. Yeah, I've taken this stream as an advantage to start getting active on YouTube again. That's actually some of the one of the places I actually first posted crypto videos and stuff. If you're not following on my YouTube, you can check out my YouTube. It's the same as my handle, Dope Sales. But some of my earliest videos are over on YouTube, and they're kind of cringe. I wasn't necessarily good on video yet back then. Not that I'm necessarily good now, but I got a video there calling BNB at $8. Told everybody about BNB. If you bought and you even just held till now, you're probably looking pretty good comparatively to a lot of investments. And there are a lot of coins I called back in the day. Some are trash. Nobody bats 1,000. But yeah, I think YouTube's a great spot for our particular friend group to start kind of growing together, just because we're all so interconnected on Twitter. But there's little groups that move on YouTube too, right? And we need to get the YouTube alpha. So the only way to get there is just kind of get involved with them, is to create our own stuff there, and find people to collaborate with, learn what's flowing, what the meta is over there, all that good stuff. So I always appreciate you, man, streaming to these multiple places, EAC.
I appreciate you guys too. And I've been getting in on the sports bets, but yeah, I took the Blue Jays, got to rep Canada.
The Blue Jays, man, I got to catch up. I don't know if the Blue Jays are good this year or not.
They're looking good, bro. I bet them to win the whole season, and I'm it's still showing green. So
I like it. I want to throw it over to the homie Timbo. Timbo, how you doing, bro? How you feeling after this little pump in the market? All that good stuff. What's good, homie?
I'm doing good, man. Appreciate you doing this and letting us come up. Honestly, dude, if you were in the space yesterday when we had digging deep with Timbo last night at 9:30 p.m. and I literally called when Sol was at 204, 210. I 204, 209 around that area. I literally called it to him on space. I said, I'm shorting it. He was like, oh, you're in it. You blah, blah, blah. You're a bear with clutch, la, da, da. Bro, I woke up and it's at 197. Shut up, him. Shut up, bro. Still in the position. Well, not anymore, but yeah, man. I like volatility. I like money. I don't care if it's going up or down. Let me get in there and get my little piece, man, and I'm straight. But I'm overall bearish. You know that, but.
I was proud of you, man. You sent me that long.
Cool.
That was a win. And then like hearing that you got it on the short too, man. You're playing both ends. That's awesome.
I'm trying, man. I'm still like, it's not like I'm not in here smacking anything or doing anything crazy, but I definitely want to, I want to plug into the value that our network has in way of educated traders when it comes to perps and derivatives and how to navigate coin catch. We have a back door into the platform, so why not be the best version of myself when it comes to that type of trading? And honestly, I'm looking forward to. I've told a couple people, but in the next couple of weeks, I'm gonna do like a week long just straight perp challenge where I'm gonna try to sit on my hands and not trade meme coins and only do scalping of the soul chart and
That'll
see
be
how that
tight.
goes. Yeah, man, just to kind of hand in hand do it with my community. I know there's a lot of people that in my community that haven't really branched out and started doing derivative trading or perp trading yet. So I'm excited for that and to do it kind of as a newcomer with my community hand in hand. I don't think anybody's really tried that yet or had success with it, but I think it could be good to just be transparent through it all, no matter how it turns out.
No, absolutely, man. I think that'd be really cool. And we can even have a day on here every week if you want to, just get on some live trading together, and we'll talk about what we're doing while we're making the plays, all that good stuff. I think that'd be really fun.
Heck yeah, man. I'm down for whatever, bro. And I mean, between this clutch and our spaces at night, dude, I feel like we're constantly on Twitter all day, like literally all day. And it's not a bad thing. I like it because we have that footprint. But yeah, man, I'm down for whatever.
What's up, man? We'll figure it out. I know you and I have been talking about doing a game night. That's another thing. I guess I got to bring EAC and Clutch up to speed on. We want to figure out a game night where we'll get on here, stream, get some communities on, not just like poker or gambling, but maybe like some board games. Going to do some spades and stuff too. So that's us. That's the stuff we got cooking, guys. Keep an eye out on this community, particularly the Diamond Trenchers community. That's the one we're going to get into here in just a sec. I just want to pin a comment from Eddie. He said, Clutch, he can't see your face. Eddie really wants to see your face for some reason. And then we got Spy said, what's up, EAC? Thank you for
yo. Thanks for the repost, bro. And shout out to everyone there watching.
For sure. Well, hey, I want to get into it, man. I want to have plenty of time to just dig into everything with Timbo today. But Timbo, give us the rundown, man. Who are you? What's your IRL story, and what's your background, and what brought you to Web3, and what are you working on right now?
Hey, can y'all hear me right now?
You sound like a robot.
I'm gonna leave and come back on my other phone. I'm sorry, Andrew.
No, you're good, homie. We'll get Timbo right back here, guys, and we'll dive right into it. Sometimes we have little technical difficulties on here, but it doesn't slow us down. We stay on the grind. We stay hustling. We'll get them right back. Oh, somebody's in the comments here. Oh, we got Bread. Let's see what Bread said here. Oh, wait for Timbo. Bread said, I better pin this one down. Fred said, dealing with business today. They're doing regional checkups today, and both routes are being checked. Today they went in. So I'll just have to watch today, sadly. We will.
All good, bro. Just keep punching those holes in those bread.
Yeah, we need bread hole production to pick up. There aren't enough holes coming in the bread right now. So if you could double down, we truly appreciate it, Bread. All right, guys. I think Timbo's gonna be back in just a second. He finally bounced out, and we'll get this. We'll get him right back in here. If you guys are from the Diamond Trenchers community and you want to come on and vibe, I dropped the link to the comments, and I'm sorry, I dropped the link to the stream in there. So go ahead and hit it. If you're somebody just tuning into the stream and you want to come on and vibe, or you got some questions for Timbo, and we get in this AMA in a second, just go ahead and hit me up on X. I'll keep an eye out on my DMs, and we'll pull you on if you want to come hang. But while we wait for Timbo to get back, I actually got some. Oh, here we go. I was gonna drop some alpha for you guys, but Timbo made it back. Never mind. I'll save the alpha for later. Oh, we got Legend coming up. That's what's up. What's good, Legend? How you doing, homie?
I'm good, Andrew. I'm good. I'm at work and listening to the show, but I can find a quiet place when we get to the MKU3 discussion, and we can chat it up.
Awesome. I'm hyped. Yeah, let's well, we're gonna get to it. Timbo, man, your mic working okay now? We got another Timbo coming up. Is the real Timbo?
Hey, my bad, bro. I
What's
had
up?
to come in with my wife. Can you hear me though?
Yeah. Now we got you. Now we got you. I don't know. I don't know if you got kidnapped and it's really you though. How do I know it's the real Timbo? What's my favorite number?
69. No, I don't know.
Oh,
420.
it was too easy to guess. I believe it's the real Timbo though.
All right. Well, I'm here. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties. My iPhone's acting up and my other phone's dead. So now here I am on a computer. Here you go. You want to know it's the real me? Let me see how good this camera is.
Oh,
It's horrible.
it could be AI though. I'm still not sold.
Bro, how is there a piano like in the background?
this dude, he's came up well in crypto. The butler's gonna walk in any moment.
Bro, that's so funny. I'm gonna turn this camera off though because I hate it.
No, you're good, homie. But yeah, give us the rundown, bro. What's your background? What's your story? What brought you to Web3, and what are you working on right now?
Man, I feel like I have just every person's kind of story. I worked 9 to 5 like my whole life, kind of thinking of something better and feeling like I'm smarter than this. I don't want to work for somebody my entire life. I'm smart enough to run my own business. In 2021, when COVID hit, I had a landscaping company in Tucson, Arizona. Realized then that it was possible with a little bit of hard work and dedication. But up until around Christmas time of last year, I was working in a warehouse here in Tennessee and just doing 9 to 5 stuff, working 50 hours a week. Started messing around with meme coins November, December. And I at the time it was a curse. I got fired the Friday before Christmas, right after me and my wife spent every dollar we had moving into a new apartment. And I got fired the day after we moved in. It was pretty crazy, but that's ended up being a blessing because it's ultimately put belt to ass when it come to going full force behind something. And that's what I've done in Web3, man. I've kind of just been out here doing meme coins and making calls for about 8 or 9 months now. I didn't know what an even caller was. At the beginning, I was just kind of scanning tokens and looking for runners and trying to figure out how these 12 and 14-year-olds were making crazy money in the trenches, and these grown men couldn't figure it out. So I kind of just started watching YouTube videos and stuff, man, and it ignited a passion in me for financial freedom that I don't think I've ever felt in my life. And with the trenches, we see it every day that it's possible. So, yeah, man, that's kind of how I got here.
Sorry, bro. I was on mute. I forgot I was on mute for a second. But it's actually just a really crazy story. You lost your job. Your back was against the wall. You got into memes and you made it work. So I guess maybe that's my first question before we go on to anybody else or anything else. I think there's probably a lot of people that are in the space, and at some point in time, their backs against the wall, and they feel like they truly got to make it work right now. What's your advice for somebody going through something like that?
Bro, honestly, I feel like we're our own worst enemies at a lot of times, and we put a lot of stress on ourselves to perform, and not only that, but to provide. And you hear these stories of people having crazy P&Ls, and you want to be first to jump up and do that as well. But man, if your back's against the wall, honestly, there's two options, right? You can quit, you can go to work, go back to work, blah blah blah, go make some money IRL. Like, either do that or dig your heels in and soak up everything you can in this space. And honestly, like, to me, it boils down to having the right people around you, because you don't want yes men, but you don't want somebody that's just going to let you, run rampant either. Like, you have to have somebody that's going to ground you. You I think it boils down to just having the right folks around you. But back against the wall, you better grab your nuts and go play in the trenches. Go open up deck screener, start looking for runners. It ain't hard.
No, I feel you, and I guess the next question, like I know you were pretty fresh in the game at that point in time. I know you hadn't done a whole lot of trading and trenching at like a full time level. What would you say were the most important things to find your success and just having nonstop bangers ever since?
Bro, honestly, I feel like a lot of times it boiled down to me to how I scanned and not paying attention to peripheral bullshit. Like, there's a lot of stuff and tools and tech and people in this space that can convolute your vision, that can make it seem like there's an abundance of stuff that you have to just absolutely, you have to run every CA through this. You have to make sure it has that. Bro, this is a gamble. This is the trenches. Once you get to the point where you're playing with profit, literally just start throwing 0.1, 0.25 at stuff. Once you figure out, like, I started figuring out newsworthy events, following narratives when it came to that. Like, anything that is of importance that happens in the entire world, it's immediately tokenized on Solana. Once I realized that, and I've seen the power of certain people reposting or retweeting something. If it's a narrative that has Elon or Trump's name in it, I'm going to pay attention, because the opportunities for money are that much more abundant than if they didn't have their names associated. And I mean, even with like coins like Lure, we've seen that get reposted by X and replied to by Elon. That sent that coin from 50K to 7 million. Like, just that. Like, nothing else. The community wasn't like going crazy, working hard. The team's not behind the scenes busting ass. Like, I mean, they probably were, but Elon retweeted and gave him a $5 million, just, a rocket ship. So, honestly, once I started realizing that, and then not only that, but to have conviction in something, like, there's long-term runners, and then you have your conviction plays. And of course, you have your daddy Bitcoin that you always like are adding to the pot, but I like making profit and then go adding to my bags of conviction plays that I feel like, in 6 months, a year, these projects are gonna do numbers. And I mean, so far that's paid off with me as well, with multiple projects. When it comes to the networking aspect, and then the people aspect, and not only that, but then the project going up in value. It's navigation, I feel like, is the key thing that I learned. Once I learned how to navigate and what to weed out as bullshit, kind of, and not pay attention, I started hitting more consistently, for sure.
No, that's some solid stuff. Keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. And I feel like that's one thing that makes you successful in a lot of things in general. And obviously, part of keeping it simple, stupid is just putting the work in. A lot of people don't want to put the work in, but it's so simple that you got to do it, and a lot of people overthink it. But real quick, for my next question, I want to say thank you to Travis Clark. Thank you so much for reposting the space, homie. We appreciate it. We truly appreciate the support. We love to see the homies do it, man. We get some great speakers on here, dropping massive alpha, and all it wants is a little bit of exposure. But yeah, anyways, Timbo, let's get back to it, homie. So, you gave us a good breakdown of how you came up, what you're looking for in a trader. You gave us some advice I think that other people can use to come up. But let's dig a little deeper and hone it in for them and really bring the alpha. So you mentioned that you got your trading stuff and your conviction stuff, and then your daddy Bitcoin. So when it comes down to it, how are you breaking your portfolio up between those specific sectors? And then when you get into your trading portfolio, where you're mostly trading tickers and stuff, I assume, how are you going about that strategy? How much of that port, your trading port, are you firing in any one position? When are you looking to take your first profits? You know, how much of a moon bag are you leaving? Let's hit on with some real skill stuff here, bro.
Right. So, well, I'm gonna be blatantly honest, and this is something I tell my community all the time too. First of all, I know this question's coming, so I'll just preface it. But like when it comes to derivative trading and stuff, I'm completely a baby, wet behind the ears. Like I take advice and knowledge from people I know. But when it comes to like the diversification of my meme coin portfolio, like I don't have any set to me, and I probably should. I like questions like this are what make me better. You know, iron sharpens iron. But um, as far as like actual numbers or how I figure it out, I don't have like a set standard or any way I go about that. But I'm constantly trying to add to Bitcoin, like just at least weekly, if not, you know, more than that, once a day, whatever. But like I know people that deposit $20 a day, they don't care what the market cap is, they're just buying it. But me being a trader, it's hard for me to do that, bro. When it's at like 120, 124, I'm like, hell no, I'll wait for the retracement. I'll grab some more, if one. But honestly, when it comes to my daily maneuverability and how I go about like what I'm gonna gamble, what I'm gonna lose, what I'm gonna take profits and things of that nature, I definitely kind of have a strategy for that. First of all, one thing that I want to shout out, Ghost from the Lotto community. I received a lot of influence from him when I was first coming up in the space because I paid attention to him. He's a noteworthy trader and he's a great person. So I kind of watched him, and one of the things I learned was that no matter what you're doing, you want to have a plan. When you step onto the battlefield that is the Solana trenches, because there is money at stake if you're out here. Even if you're gambling small, your wallet's tied to that. Like you can get popped. Don't get it twisted. But have a plan when you step out on that field. Everybody has a plan till they get punched in the mouth. Okay, well, everybody has a plan until you're sitting at negative 50% on your investment. Then what are you going to do, right? So stop losses are a blessing and a curse. First of all, I've had stop losses stop me from losing a ton of money, and I've had stop losses literally like saved my life from losing a ton of money. Sorry, I'm smoked out. I forgot where I was going. But when it comes to my strategy every day, I have a plan. And my plan is I want to take 0.25 SOL and 10x that once a day, whether that's 10 trades or one trade. I don't care. And I started out with, and lately, because I've been doing so much networking and stuff, I'm not even on like that tier right now that I call it. But at first, I was taking $25 cash and trying to turn that to one SOL every day. I don't care the price of Solana. I don't care what that is. I'm trying to take either a 0.1, 0.2 and flip it to one SOL every day. If I do that, cool. I'm done for the day. That's my goal every day. Like you have to have a goal, and it has to be relevant to your, knowledge and where you're at trading. So for me, it was I wanted to take, $25 or less and turn it into 150 or more every day. That's my whole goal. Once I do that, I don't have to chase no more. If I see something noteworthy, I can invest, but I'm not out here just, oh, I need this. Oh, I need this. Oh, I need it. Like once I stopped chasing too, because sometimes you get that itch and you just want to go play on charts. Like I fall victim to it all the time. Once I stopped doing that and just chase it, like, bro, if I don't see a good looking investment, I'm not about to just throw my money, even though I'm playing with profits. I'm still not going to just give it up. Like there's a difference between knowing when to step away and like cut your losses and then like just not throwing it out there for people to take for free. But I have a couple different take profit strategies. I tell this to my people all the time. If you're DT and you know this, if it's a chart that the people involved, the team, the dev, the people behind the scenes working, when it comes to my initials getting pulled out, I will do it not aggressively. Like it, depending on what I invest, say I invest $100 on a meme coin that's at 10K. As it goes to 100, I will slowly clip out $20 or $30 at a time in green candles to get my initial back, to make sure my money's back in my pocket. Now, if it's a random runner that I see in the trenches, like I literally between 100% profit and 300% profit, I have, depending on which setting I'm using, it's either in one sale or 5 that I get my initials back, or it really depends on where you're at. It's hard to have that, because I tell people all the time in my group, if you're down and you need it, trade for a 2x. If that's what you need. If you're in a bad spot, trade for a double up. You don't necessarily have to hit a moonshot every token, bro. Like, go 2x your money. Where else are you going to do that at? Like, where else you just going to go? You can 2x your money like 15 times a day in the trenches right now. Like, it's not hard. Go find a token at 40K with decent narrative. You got you. Boom. Pop it at graduation, sell out. But just with me, I have a couple different settings. For example, if I think the token in my head, depending on my entry, if I think that it's capable of doing, a 3 to a 5x, then I will have different take profit settings in my, like within my, at the time it was Axiom. I'm using Lab Trade now, but I'll have different take profit settings in there. And then if I think it's something like, for example, Gork, when I dropped Gork, I really felt, I dropped it at 1 million. And I had my first take profit at 10x, because I knew that it was going to get reposted by Elon. I had the gut feeling, because it was too close to Grok, and it was like the unhinged version of Grok before Unhinged came out. So I was like, bro, he's front running his own shit. Like, he's gonna repost this, like, because it's hilarious. Like, Gork was on there talking shit on Twitter, like just being ridiculously autistic online, and I knew Elon was going to repost that. But it just depends on how strong the meme, how strong the narrative. There's no blanket rule that applies to every situation, at least in the Solana trenches that I've found. The only blanket rule I know, don't give your seed phrase out, duh. But like, as far as like take profits and things of that nature, it's also up to the person. It depends on what situation you're in. Do you need this money? Hopefully not. Where it all boils down to where that person's comfortable with. Because if I had never hit a 10x, I would never be comfortable with setting take profit triggers for a 20x, if that makes sense.
No, absolutely. I get that, man. And that's some fire. I think that's a pretty cool strategy you got too. And like, just your goal is hey, I want to start with 0.25 soul every day and 10x it or turn it into 1 soul. Like, that's actually a great goal, an attainable goal. And then something you can build on too, because now you got this extra soul every day to fire at some other conviction play you might have or something along those lines. So I like it, man.
And it's also like, it's one of those things, Andrew, where I came from a 9 to 5, and every day at my 9 to 5, when it was all boiled down, like if you took taxes and everything off, bro, I was making, I think at the time, $17 an hour here in Tennessee. That's not bad. And I was working 48 hours a week. Bro, it boiled down to like 150 cash a day. That's how much I was making. I literally, when I stepped into crypto, I said, if I can make $100 a day in the trenches, I don't ever have to go back to work again, because that's what I was doing in real life. But I was doing it in 40 hours. Now I put $100 on something, I can make a $700 trade. That was my whole week. You know what I mean? Like, the financial aspects that are to be had and the possibilities in the Solana trenches are really like mind-boggling. And that's the way I approached it. If I could pull a paycheck out of the trenches in there every day, or at least once a week, get it like a $500, $600, $700 pay, I'm good. Do I want better for myself? Do I want a bunch of money? I mean, I would like, to have nicer things, but at the end of the day, I don't need much to be happy. And peace of mind is everything to me. And not having to report to somebody for a job, yet maintaining a structure in Web3 and still having a job and where we go and where we spend our time, bro, that appealed to me unlike any other. And that's why I put like my heart and soul into DTN, is because it's literally giving me the opportunity to not go to work anymore. If it's giving me this opportunity, I can guarantee it's going to give others the same thing, bro, because I'm in there teaching. The people I surround my community members with are of substance. So it's not like I'm just out here mingling with some PSs like that aren't doing anything. Like, it's real people that are grinding for their future. So I'm bullish on it, bro, and just bullish on us. My bad. I went on a tangent.
No, you're good, man. You're spitting that alpha. I'm bullish on you. It's been cool to watch you develop and just grow all around. And now watching you truly grow as a perps trader, makes me feel good too. Because like you jumping in my DMs and asking for a little bit of advice. It's like, all right, this dude's trying to get locked in. Like that's good. Because like a dude like you're gonna crush it, but you also got to be prepared for the bull run. The bear market. That's gonna be the next level of growth for you is when true bearish time comes, being comfortable, holding a long term short and just printing on it. So I'm hyped to see you grow and continue to build too. So I know you got a couple things that you're building right now. Let's start with with DTN, the Diamond Trench Network, man. Give us the rundown. What is that exactly?
Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna put my dog in the bedroom. My wife just walked in and they're going crazy.
No worries. No worries. Take your time, homie. Guys, while Timbo's putting his dog away, do us a favor. Repost the space. Hit the comments. Just give us a little algo help. We show up here every day, so you don't have to. But you probably should. Otherwise, you miss some alpha, right, man? There's been some fire knowledge, man, if you're trying to be an up-and-coming trencher, and especially in the Solana space. So I'm hyped to hear what Timbo's really got cooking with the Diamond Trench Network and all that good stuff. But what's good, Timbo? Looks like you're back, homie.
Yes, brother. What was the question again? Sorry.
No, you're good. So I know you got a couple of things you're working on, but let's start with DTN, the Diamond Trench Network. What is it? Give us the rundown.
All right. So DTN, when I stepped into the space, I seen first of all, I started subscribing to people of influence and stuff like that. And I was a part of a couple call chats, alpha group here and there. And I honestly seen it for what it was. And sorry, Andrew, I'm trying to find your screen again so I don't look crazy. There you are. So I seen it for what it was. There's a lot of people in the space extracting, man, and they don't move with pure intent. They're not really about teaching. And honestly, it wasn't so much about what other people were doing, but I seen really through that what I wanted to do. And that was honestly just be a community member. I didn't even plan for DTN to kind of unfold the way it did, but it's a Telegram ecosystem at heart. We started as just a call channel and stuff like that, but now it's gotten to the point where the networking capabilities and potentials are insane just in my subscriber group, let alone the free community. The free community is over 370 members. I developed a reputation early on as someone that's seen meme coins very early, usually right after graduation, or at least below 1 million if they went nuts. For example, like I think I called Barron Trump at like 78K and Elon Musk at like 90K, and both those coins were this was in February, January. Both those coins ran to 130 million within an hour. Some of my community members ate, bro. Like it was nuts watching that. But I developed a reputation from there, and I was in a Telegram call chat like with 300 people in it. In one day, I dropped 12 CAs, and 9 of them were on the top 10. It was at that moment that I realized I need to make
crazy.
My own.
That's an epic run,
bro. I have the screenshot. I promise. I literally. At that moment, I realized we needed to just make our own community. We already had Project D. If for anybody that doesn't know, me and my boy Tony D had been working on a Project D Discord for about 2-3 months, and it came down to where he's a YouTube video editor, and he was kind of just moving in his own direction, and we were just straight up trenching as all we were doing. So it came down to he kept his Discord, and I started DTN with the free community, and then I already had a subscriber group. Once I think I was like 72 days into like actually trenching for myself in December, January, and doing calls and stuff, and I had I think 15 subscribers already. Like, I was just like, yeah, $25 a month, I'll put you in a room and we'll sit in there and trench together. You can trade with me. Went pretty good. Well, when we full time came over to Telegram, we were doing monthlies and yearlies subscribers. When we first started working on MK, before we went right when we were going live, a subscriber nuked the chart and deleted his account. So from that moment on, I did away with monthlies, and we only have lifetime subscriptions at DTN now. It keeps the grifters out. It, if somebody doesn't vouch for you, or if we don't go get you, there's not just a button that you can press and pay some money and get in a room with us. That will never be the case. I will never have a subscription group that's just open. Whether that cuts my nose off to spite my face or not, I don't care. The safety of my community is always the most important. But yeah, DTN has slowly blossomed into what I think is becoming just a powerhouse community in the space in way of buying power, floor holding capabilities, and then just overall brilliance within the network. I have some of the greatest minds that not only rep DTN, but are just in the room with us, bro. Like, I've got my boy Crazy Peas is going ham right now, developing some software that I don't want to speak about because, number one, I'm not that educated and I'll sound crazy if I tried, but just know he's going to change the game. We got some artists, we have devs in there. Like, I don't want to just call anybody out by name, but I have 2 or 3 solid devs inside my subscriber group. And in the free community, there's all types of people in there, bro. You go through the members in there, you'll really be surprised. But it's become more than anything. It's become like a family, Andrew. Honestly, my subscribers have my phone number. That's a layer of accessibility that you don't really see in the space. But when you move with pure intent, I'm just kind of rocking on faith, bro. And I have 2 subscribers that actually have a key to my house and can come trade in my extra bedroom anytime they want. Shout out Caleb, shout out Cody, DTN Too Tall, and and Cody. But yeah, man, they're friends of mine in real life, and they heard what I was doing. They got on X. They went to my mom's house. The next time they see my mom after they heard me on X, they said, "Mom, your son is a crypto professor now." They were like, "No, bro, you like they've heard me in real life just going fishing and hunting and hanging out in real life, smoking, things like that. We've known each other for some years, but when they heard me speaking about crypto, they immediately were interested, and like they've come. My wife loves them. They bring food over. They come trade in my living room with me. They caught USDUC with me. I called it at 90K. It went to 36 million. That was like, dude, that was one of the first trades they ever took with me. And it's really cool having like friends and onboarding them, and then getting to have a space where, especially with this, hopefully my guest bedroom can turn into like a streaming room where we can start hosting streams in there. It'll be pretty dope, bro. I'm looking forward to it. But that's DTN in a nutshell. I'm sorry I'm all over the place. It's my baby. I love it. I don't know.
No, yeah, that's what's up, man. So I know you have a free Telegram that's part of it, right? And then there's the paid Telegram. You said there's a lifetime membership. How's that work if people want to jump in?
So my wife, TikTok Queen HB, handles all of my subscribers, and that's for accountability as well. I don't ever want to like start adding my friends into the group and not letting them pay. My wife keeps all that from happening. Everybody that comes in there pays in some way, shape, form, or fashion. If you want to get a hold of us, if you want to learn more, really, you just have to DM me. As of right now, I think I have 4 I have to check with her. I think we have 4 people on a waiting list right now. We're over 55 lifetime people, and when I do open, it's gonna like we're open for the list right now and for taking like quote unquote applications, because we do background checks on people. I know it's not like any other subscriber group, but like I said, my people's safety is of the utmost importance. I can go make money by myself all day. I don't need anybody. Like, I don't quote unquote need any help, but some of these people in this room look to not only me, but the other people in that room for guidance. So I'll be damned if, just any random Joe Schmo comes in there and starts trying to extract or whatever, bro. So I have to like keep it safe. But yeah, just DM me, DM my wife. And we can talk about getting you in there. It also gets you a PFP. Merch is on the way. When the merch hits, you will be receiving a free t-shirt as well if you're a subscriber. If you want to donate to help with the merch, we're taking it. But all the merch money all the merch that DTN has, we're literally gonna come out with hats, t-shirts, and tank tops for women. And all the money will go back into paying for more merch and paying for some of the moderators that we have at DTN. Some people would like to make a paycheck in Web3, and honestly, this is my way to throw two problems out there and knock it out with one stone. We needed merch. We need people to get paid for it. So, hey, I'm going to turn all my guys into basic salesmen. The more shirts you sell, the more paycheck you get at the end of the week, blah, blah, blah. Like I was a sales guy before I did all of this. I did public relations for a faith-based alcohol and substance abuse recovery facility that's international. And I also did sales for a while. So I'm all about making stuff make sense. I'm not worried about making the most money off my people. I make it in the trenches, and I think that's what puts me above other people, or makes me different, at least puts me in kind of my own category. I love helping people, bro.
Did you say the cost, homie? I might have.
No, I didn't. It's $500 for lifetime, or we have a FAF discount, where that means if somebody in our group vouches for you, if somebody in our group knows of you and they want us to be a part of what we got going on, $350 gets you in the door. It's a friends and family discount. We give that to, noted people that our subscription group, bro, is different because I kind of recruit too. Like, and I don't know many people that'll go out there and be like, hey, I want you to be in my subscriber group, but you got to pay this money to be in there. But it's because if I see something somebody's doing in the space and I like the way they're moving, hell yeah, come be a part of this room. I'll offer it to you at a discounted price. But other than that, we're not just advertising it. We don't go seeking memberships. We've slowly and organically got to over 55 subscribers so far. And honestly, it really is a family in there. You start reading the names and see the spaces every day, and you start shit starts clicking in your brain as to why these people are at every space, why these people are blowing up comments, why these people are reposting streams. Oh, okay. They're family at DTN. It's different. And shout out to him, bro. A lot of my subscribers, as soon as Clutch said that he was, letting people on stage to subscribe, dude, my mom subscribed. And not like the internet, your mom, my real mom in real life subscribed to Clutch. And then
I knew it was really your mom. I see her in the space a few times.
Bro, it's so funny. I'm like, hey, that's my mom. I don't expect her a lot of times.
She beat you to the space the other day.
She what?
She beat you to the space the other day.
Bro, she actually did. She smoked me. I was like, what? Bro, mom's on point right now. But yeah, my mom's gonna be the one. Also, that's another thing. My mom, and it's not like a sob story. It's just being real. My mom's on disability. When I was in prison in 2010, she had I'm trying to think of a tumor in her spinal column, and it was putting pressure on her different vertebrae, and they had to go in and surgically remove it. She had a lot of nerve damage from that, so she's on full-time disability. But the merch thing is all she does it in her basement, like our shirts and our pants and our tank tops that are going to get done. She's going to be doing the majority of it in at her house. She enjoys it. It gives her something to do. She wants to be a part of her son's business. And honestly, it gives us another way to connect on the daily basis and gets to kind of bridge the gap with me and my mom. So I love it, man. And the fact that we're kind of bringing families to Web3 is pretty dope. And I can be proud to say that. So not too many spaces I'll tell her to go to, though. I will say that.
No, I feel that you got to be careful where you send your mom in Web3. It's like it's the dark web of our generation almost. So you gotta move carefully sometimes. But Dude, so let's talk about what else you're cooking. I know you got MKU 3000. Tell us, homie, what's that?
My bad. I was trying to find the unmute button, bro. I gotta quit smoking this much during these spaces. These streams. MKU3 is it stands for MK Ultra. It was an experiment done by the United States government back in the day. That itself is a conspiracy theory, but found out to be true through documents and things of that nature. They were using hallucinogenics and things like that on servicemen, civilians, figuring out the effects of LSD, marijuana, things of that nature. Just an experiment on, prisoners. It was kind of crazy. Like when I found out prison inmates, because when I was in prison, I was like, bro, we're going to be the first to get some type of vaccine. And I seen it with the bird flu. They tried to bring that shit to me. I was like, hell no, I don't want it. But MK was, we seen the art, the meta, and the memeability and the idea of it. Conspiracy theories is timeless. It absolutely does not ever expire. It's something that is an easy way for us to onboard normies as well, and I will get to that in a second. But basically, we found this token. It was created in December. We found it in April. It's not ours. We didn't dev it. Thanks to Legend, we actually got the CTO revenue fees from what's it called, Pump Fund. So we have control of that. But it was something we found dead. And instead of doing like everybody else does and launch a token, which everybody knows is extremely hard, it takes deep pocketed finances, takes countless hours. And if you're doing it right, it definitely takes more than one person, which is the key to, I feel like, all of it. And not like there is people that can do something and do it right by themselves, employ the right people. I'm not saying that, but for me, stress, anxiety, hell no, because my people were asking me to launch something, and I was like, let's find something dead and CTO it. I think that would be easy. You know what I mean? Like I just wanted to try that, and my people wanted to try it. So
I feel that.
We found it in April. It was at, I believe, 3.2K when we found it. There was no holders. The last transaction, I believe, was in like January, something. I can't even remember. But the all-time high was like 10K, 11K before we touched it. We immediately started working on it. We got it to 10 or 11K, and someone close on the inside. Well, this is how I learned not to give the CA out early. They clipped their initials at 10K, which is dumb anyways. They clipped their initials at 10K, causing people stop loss to hit, causing the chart to go back to 4 or 5K. So we let it be. I was like, you know what? These people ain't ready. They don't understand yet. Don't have the right people, yada, yada. In May, we picked it back up, started working on it, but not publicly. It was all done in quiet. We didn't share the CA once on Spaces or on Twitter. At a time when I believe Solana was around 160. It wasn't doing crazy, but I seen countless projects launch that day on Pump and didn't graduate. We graduated in the middle of the night one night while my 2 subscribers were here with me. We weren't trying to bond it. It bonded and hit 117 all-time high, 117K all-time high without ever promoting it. So we were gonna go live. The top holders still held their initials, hadn't clipped out like I told them from 20K. I said, please slowly pull your initials, or at least some of them respectfully, so that when we get to 100K milestone, we're not top heavy. Everybody still wants to clip and blah, blah, blah. Long story short, here we are. We built the floor back up. We're at 70 something K, 69K, something like that. We're about to start hosting spaces daily for MKU or every other day. If we don't have a space, we will be having the VC open in Telegram, where we're going to have a topic of the day. We have about 20. I have like the top 25 people in a chat with me, and they will be helping me run the CTO. Of course, I'll be a face of it, and my community CTO'd the coin, but I own the top wallet. I will be doing spaces for the coin. But behind the scenes, I have nothing but support, but from some very smart, and important people. And they've become my family and friends. Trader Max from ShogunCrypto.com is running the Anvil bot for us. Uh, a couple other people that were in early are going to help us when it comes to marketing and doing spaces and things like that. But I'm just like the art's crazy, bro. We have one of the sickest artists in the world, Aki, that's done a lot of stuff for us when it comes to art. I literally have a folder right here on my computer I'm staring at with 73 other folders in it of art. This dude's a German animator with like 26 years experience. He's cold with it, bro. But man, I'm bullish on the idea. 10 million tokens gets you in admin chat where you get to be a part of strategy. 20 million gets you my phone number. When we start doing spaces, it's going to be a sliding scale. But if you don't own X amount of tokens, we will not be giving you a mic to take part in the conversation. If you want to get the mic, you're going to have to own at least $200 worth of the token. I know that seems like a lot, but we're doing this long-minded. I will be locking up probably 10 million tokens for at least 3-4 months, 5 months, 6 months, whatever StreamFlow lets me do. A lot of top holders will be locking up 1 million with me. And Legend, did I miss anything? Or Legend might got something planned. I don't know.
No, I'm here, Timbo. I think you pretty much got it. Getting ready to launch here in a couple days, getting the team together, how to put together the final plan of action and strategy leading up to launch and after launch. Just stay tuned every day, digging deep with DTN, I think is the name of the new series you started.
Yeah, bro, that's it. Digging deep.
Yeah, just stay tuned.
That's what's up,
But
man. Is there any other alpha you can give us, Legend?
well, I mean, I know, the team behind this and pushing it is a legit team, really honest. We're not here to extract from the holders in the community. We're builders. It's a network of networks. So we're all kind of independent, but we all work together just for the betterment of the Solana ecosystem to protect each other, from scammers and ruggers and anybody who's, just here for malicious reasons. We're here for a good time, more so than to make money. We're just builders who like to accomplish things and do good things. And MKU3 is a way for us to kind of expose some of the lies and kind of secret things. You go through your life and you think you can trust uh, official sources, and then you come to find out, you might have been pretty much lied to your whole life about everything. And we just like to kind of get those kind of things out there and get people thinking about them and get them to come in the community and kind of open up their eyes about what's real and what's the truth and what matters.
Oh, good
That's
stuff.
that's the alpha.
I'm with it, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you vibing with us today.
Likewise, I appreciate you hosting these spaces and letting us pull up, share our story.
Hey, and thank you, Legend, bro. You're always a good look for DTN. I appreciate everything you do behind the scenes and on spaces coming up here with the MKU, bro. Honestly, and I appreciate your service. First of all, if y'all know Legend, that's the homie at DTN. Him, Malik, him, bro. They got their own little thing going on with the Get It. I don't know the name of it, so I'm not gonna say it. I'm stoned, but yeah, bro. The network that we're building, honestly, Andrew, like the greatest reflection of us and the greatest explanation I can have for DTN is go look at the people that rep our PFPs and go look at who lets us around and who's constantly around us. Because I'm of firm mind and belief that who you surround yourself with is who you are or who you see yourself as. So, I surround myself with Clutch. I see myself as being successful. I see us all as being fire traders. I see us all as becoming more knowledgeable in the space. And I know you said, watching me grow, bro, I feel the same way about all y'all, because like EAC, I've watched him go from like, not being the best chiller or not having that confidence to Now he's on stream with us, bro, streaming, chilling, whatever. It don't matter, dude. Like, if it makes money, it makes sense. And he's got a good heart. And then you too, bro. You started stepping out in faith and doing these spaces and these streams like this. Like, this is dope. You're adding value to the network. You're not just with your brain and you co-host and Clutch of Space and coming up with topics, but bam, you got your own platform, your own little brand right here. You can start rocking. And Clutch left right when I said something about him. Bye, Clutch.
The AI bots heard it and booted him off for us one way or another, I guess.
Bro, Uncle Clutch, come back.
Clutchy, come back. Let me throw it over to EAC, man. We haven't heard from EAC, and EAC, we're gonna do one of these with him next week, guys. So make sure you're following all of us so you can make sure you get the super detailed information, on the guys you're seeing here daily. But EAC, you got any questions for Timbo?
No, but I appreciate what you said, Timbo. I'm learning from you guys every day, like pulling up into your space, and you guys are all like role models and inspirations to me. Like I feed off of the energies that you guys put out and the information, and I learn, and that's kind of also what I like about like DTN, and I'm a holder of MKU3, and I bought it because of the narrative that it's like a meme that doesn't expire, and it has so much potential for like really onboarding the normies, because you can hold spaces that are just about conspiracy theories and talk about those things, and it doesn't have to be like all about the tokens. So I think it's a definitely like a meme with more value than a lot of the other ones, where like a normie doesn't really know what Pepe is, and it doesn't really mean anything, and I don't think it ever kind of really will. But there's lots of people, there's like, I think lots of spaces out there that talk about conspiracy theories, and it also aligns well with the whole conspiracy theory that aliens aren't real. So I really like that. So I'm glad to be like a holder of MKU3, and also like your calls, bro. Like I really like it's fun getting in on those memes early, and like it's a fun game, and I know you guys are profit maxis, and I just appreciate you, and I look forward to like growing in the space with you guys, and just glad to have met you and be part of this.
Amen, bro. Sorry, I'm on that computer, bro. Yeah, man. EAC, I've like not trying to jump in front of Andrew, but I just want to shout you out, dog. I've watched you grow in the space, and honestly, like if nobody takes note, like it's up to us as brothers, and like not just brothers. I know there's females in the space too, like just community members. Hey, if you see somebody, it's the spirit of quote unquote glazing, or I don't want to get too vulgar, but dick riding, like they say in this, bro, ignore all that. And everybody needs to uplift each other. If you see somebody doing something respectable, or you like their grind, you like their hustle, go drop a comment on their shit. Give them a hats off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that culture and that attitude's not prevalent in the space enough. And if people heard it more often, hell, you never know. We might have more builders and more runners in the damn space. So if that's what it takes, I'm here for it. EAC, I appreciate you, big dog. Always pushing P.
Well, and I appreciate you guys too for not like, because you go into some spaces and they'll hear your shill and they'll just say, oh yeah, that's great. Or like, you need the kind of, I want the constructive criticism to keep it real. Like, and I get that a lot from you guys. Like Andrew would be straight up. He's like, I'm not sold, bro. Like how's Polygon going to make me money? So, that pushes me to go back and say, yo, how do I sell this to Andrew where I can like,
I'm almost there.
Nice, bro. Nice. And I'll keep working on you guys, and just I'm proud to like have you guys as holders and beholders of your projects, and yeah, but shout out to Clutch too. Like he just keeps it real. Like, today he was like, bro, when I first met you, your shill was like 60 minutes, and now you kind of get it down. So, and you give me that same advice, Timbo. So like I love jumping in the spaces with you, bro. You're always like super positive. You let me get on the mic, and I'm just like I said, I'm here to support you guys too. Like I think I have things that I can offer, and so feel free to call on me, and I'll also give you that same kind of constructive criticism, because I know that you guys can take that with a grain of salt and know that it's all in love, that I'm trying to just make you like better at what you do. And it's just my opinion, of course, and I'm no expert and things, but like I know that I don't have to like just glaze you guys or worried about hurting your feelings.
No, for sure. That's why, dude. That's just why, like, our group's so strong, though, because like we just weed out the weak pretty quick. If you're gonna get your feelings hurt, you're gonna be gone quick. If you don't keep it real, you're gonna be exposed pretty quick, because there's a bunch of real ones around, and just how you start moving isn't gonna line up. And so yeah, man, it's good to just see like all the different viewpoints here, and all of us just to be able to keep it real and be like, yeah, I love this, I don't like this, but I like that, and that's awesome. We had Moon jump on here for a second. What's good, Moon? How you doing today, bro? Anybody hear Moon? Or is it just me? No Moon? All right, I was gonna give Moon a chance. I was gonna give Moon a chance to say what's up, but I got a final question for you, Timbo, to end on kind of a fun one, since MKU, and I'm super bullish on MKU 3000. I guess kind of I threw the mic over to Legend and EAC and didn't really give a chance to give my real thoughts on it, but I'm bullish on what you guys are building there. Because of the crew behind it. You guys just didn't come up with something that you wanted to do today, and you launched the ticker on pump and just got a couple guys to try to min it out and stuff, but you guys have been riding together for a minute, and you haven't stressed off really pushing it, and it sounds like part of the plan is to onboard normies, and you got a core group that's going to lock up some tokens. So like I'm just hearing a strategy that it sounds basic, but remember we talked about at the beginning, what works in this space is keeping it simple. And yeah, so like I like that you've taken what's worked for you to be successful in this space, found something in your real life that you're truly interested in, and then found a way to wrap it into a project. And so I think you got a banger, and that's why I'm so bullish on it. And I just wanted to put it to words for the listeners, right? Like, this is a dude that is taking what's made him successful, using that, and then taking something he's passionate about, so he'll never get burned out pushing this project. I don't think a lot of people realize how bullish those two things alone truly are. Then you wrap in the team and the rest of the plan. Dude, this is Cinder. But yeah, man, I love it. My final question, though, since it's a conspiracy theory project, bro, what is your favorite conspiracy theory?
Bro, and I do have something to add before we end, though. But my favorite conspiracy theory, bro, like, honestly, is just in general, and it's not something that can just be put into a question or a sentence. But honestly, the jail system, the justice system, in Texas, you see a lot of pay to play type shit. There's a lot of privatization of the prison industry. And I really feel like in some states, they overuse that, man. And they're just locking the shit out. Like, they have a quota to lock people up because the state's getting X amount of money to house them in the jail. I think that's something that not a lot of people talk about. And then on the back end of that, you see the state of Georgia right now doesn't even have enough money to pay its officers. People are in there dying every day from big old machete attacks in the state of Georgia right now. Like, I could send you some videos that are crazy. But yeah, man, I think the prison system, the conspiracy theory that these prisons that are privatized don't have a monetary gain standpoint when it comes to just locking up citizens in abundance.
Dude, I don't even think that's a conspiracy theory. Like, I know it happens in St. Louis, Missouri, just from being there and watching how they operate. They lock these dudes up because of whether they're guilty, and it's just like the jail, right? Not even the prison, the St. Louis County Jail, whether they're guilty or not. I think they get something like $500 a day per inmate that's in there. And so like what they do is they obviously you have your right to a speedy trial, but they put excessively high bonds, and so people can't pay them. They're stuck in there waiting for trial. Then they, the first offer is excessively high, and so you're gonna say no and try to negotiate, and then they just keep making offer after offer, and then eventually they come back and they're like, well, if you just plead guilty, we'll let you off with a little probation and a fine. And people have been in jail for like 5 months, and whether they did it or not, they accept the plea deal, and the whole time the jail's been getting paid on them. So like, dude, I think that's a conspiracy. That's one that I believe I've witnessed in real time.
Bro, it's literally it's really wild, and it's not something that a lot of people talk about, of course, but bro, they are like 100% privatizing the prison industry in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And like when you do that, it's kind of weird because, like, say in Texas, for example, you have the Texas penal system, TDCJ, and TDC, state jail, and they're run a certain way. They hire their officers based on a certain thing. And then you have a private prison system that literally employs its own people and can do whatever they want. And the state prisoners can go to either one. It's random who gets sent where. Bro, for me as a business owner, just the liability there between the discrepancies in the officers' training is abundant enough for me to say, hey, that's a red flag. Like, I need to look into that. But add on to that, then you've got everything's deeper. But bro, where I was at, I don't want to say where because I still have family there, but in a town in Texas on the Gulf, bro, like one of the judges, his brother owned 3 private prisons. So it's like, bro, this dude's telling everybody they're guilty. His brother's getting the money from all these people. Like, the dude had the highest conviction rate in South Texas. It's like, bro, how is this not abundantly obvious to people that don't see this play? Like, I don't know, bro. And then people like me, I get caught with a gram of weed, I'm going to prison for a year. But these people are over here backdoor millions of dollars. And it's like, damn, like, where is the justice in the justice system? So that's, I guess, my conspiracy theory. But I can't remember what I was going to say for DTN. I had something else to say and I forgot. Oh, at DTN, it's not just, like I said, it's not just about runners. It's about conviction plays. And we have a long-term conviction list at DTN that any of my subscribers come in, any community members come in, they're like, hey, where can I park some money? I have a list of meme coins, Groctimus, Lotto, Weed Coin, MKU3, Bigfoot. These are projects that consistently are building in the space. Alpha Reward Index might be getting added to that list. We have a rigorous voting process for communities and projects to get added to that list. Before, it was just me spitballing and saying, hey, I like their work ethic. But those are also, there's a conspiracy theory that every Solana project's true. I'm here to tell you that's false. There's some long-term builders in this space, and I know.
I like it. Good stuff, man. This was a fun AMA, bro. It was fun to really dig into it with you a bit. I truly appreciate you opening up for us, telling us about yourself, and just making the time in general. But for this particular episode, man, I truly appreciate you making the time for us.
Man, I honestly appreciate you. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I wanted to go over that real quick. That's what I was going to say. I'm on Twitter right now. Clutch is hosting the live. There's 168 people in Clutch's room watching this live stream. There's 138 people in EAC's room watching this live stream. There's 131 people in my room watching this live stream. and there's 30 some odd people in yours, Andrew. And I don't know why Moon's not hosting, but it's okay. We love you, Moon. But bro, that's a lot of viewers we got watching us, bro. So I really appreciate you. I appreciate the love. I'm sorry about the technical
Yeah,
difficulty.
I'm seeing 475 total across all platforms. You know, like I stream this to X, LinkedIn, and YouTube. EAC streaming it to X and YouTube, and I think LinkedIn too. I know you're streaming it, Timbo. Clutch is streaming it. So yeah, we got 475 viewers, man. We truly appreciate you guys.
That's fire, bro. Hey, and I was also gonna tell you, check your DMs on X, Andrew. I'm gonna plug you in with my boy Egon, and he's a beast with StreamYard. He's gonna help you get this looking A1, bro. Whatever you need on StreamYard, he's got you.
Gangster. I appreciate it. Well, before we wrap up, Moon was nice enough to join us. I want to give Moon a chance to say what's up, give your thoughts on Timbo. He's our star of the day. But give us your thoughts on the market, Moon, and how you doing, bro, before we wrap this one up. He ain't got a single on the moon. He rugged earlier. He came back. Elon, we need Starlink. We need Starlink to go to the moon. We already figured out the Democrats are going to let us send food stamps to the moon. We talked about that this morning. But
Moon's trying to stream from the baseball field right now. I'm just kidding. I don't know where he's at.
But that'd be tight. You know, I was joking. I think it was on the X Space Day. Sometimes this all blurs together. But I was saying, like, I'm going to go get a job at Best Buy and just stream while I'm at Best Buy and be like, hey, you guys got to deal with this. And just see, like, how long does it take a crypto bro to get fired from Best Buy?
That would actually be some sick content, Andrew. I would watch that, bro, because I guarantee with this day and age of people, like how they have to deal with these kids and, you know, this new wave of young adults, I almost guarantee you make it a full day, maybe even to day 2 before they let you go. They would just like try to work with you.
I probably would. And here's the funny thing. I've actually been fired by Best Buy twice. So I'll wrap it up with my Best Buy story. So when I was in college, I worked at Best Buy because my roommate worked at Best Buy. And I got fired during exams because they wanted me to work. I'm like, dude, I just got to study. You know, I didn't go to class all semester. I have to get 100% on this exam to not lose my scholarship. So I got fired because they put me down for no call, no show for that. Then when I got out of jail, I took a job at Best Buy Mobile. And I was crushing it because I had done door to door before I went to jail. And you know, before I went to jail that time. And I would just like, dude, I'd just pull people in, you know, weren't even planning on buying phones that day. Just be walking by and strike up a convo and bring them in. So like I accounted for like 30% of that store's business. And they had me closing one night at 9 p.m. And then it was like an hour drive, 45-minute drive home from me for real. But they wanted me to be back the next day at 7 a.m. for a meeting. And my shift didn't start till 2. So like I was going to drive home, sleep for a few hours, come back, be like an hour almost away from my house, and then have a few hours till I start work. And I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. I'm not coming to the meeting tomorrow. And I was like, yeah. And they're like, you have to. And I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. But actually, what was funny before that, I'm sorry, I'll part of the story out. One day, my manager was like, hey, you need to clean the bathroom. And I was like, I don't clean bathrooms. And she's like, no, you need to clean the bathroom. And I just started laughing and walked away. And the next day, she's like, oh, well, I noticed you didn't clean the bathroom yesterday. I cleaned it for you this one time. So it was like that. And then the next day was the meeting. And I was like, dude, I account for 30% of the business. I come and go when I want, homie. But yeah, so like that's my Best Buy story. But for the stream, for the culture, I'll apply at Best Buy. And we'll see how many spaces in stream I can run there before they make me leave.
That's fire, bro. I will be tuned in for that. And also, anybody that wants to subscribe, like I said, hit my DM. I'm not asking for it, but I wanted to hit this point. It was brought up to me by the CTO admin chat a minute ago. Anything you want to hire DTN for, or any of my DTN boys and employees for, anything moving forward, we accept MKU3. I'll just leave that out there.
No, I'm glad, man. I'm glad that's extra value. I like that, and that's another point of value that you said. Hey, to speak on stage for these spaces, you're gonna have to hold it back, and like that's cool. I've seen so many. Back in the day, there were so many Bored Ape spaces, and not even just Bored Ape spaces, but like that's just the first one that pops in my mind because Bored Apes. But like that, you had to rock the NFT to speak on stage, and you couldn't just go. You had to really rock. It had to really be yours, and so like that's cool that you guys are doing that. And then you got the value for the chat and staying in there and that good stuff. But yeah, good stuff, Timbo. Again, thank you so much for the day. Any more final thoughts before we wrap this one up, bro?
That's really it, man. It's just the overall spirit of grateful and thankfulness. I appreciate you. I appreciate EAC. We will be digging deep with Timbo Monday through Friday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern on Spaces. If y'all want to pull up, episode 3 is tonight. I can't remember the topic because I just smoked, but it'll be good. And yeah, man, I appreciate everybody for pulling up. And honestly, I'll just leave y'all with this. It doesn't matter how, like when it comes to this space and people in general. Oh, shoot, bro, get out of my house. What the heck? Bro.
You guys are next to each other.
That's crazy. But man, honestly, in this space, when it comes to people that you surround yourself, the people that are dropping these CAs, be very slow to trust and you'll be all right. That's it. Make people prove themselves for them to earn you slapping money on a chart. You know what I'm saying? Make the people they have to have value. Like there's too many people pumping, dumping. We just seen Swift get nuked by known KOLs and people are still following this dude. I don't know how, but once again, welcome to Twitter where everything is possible. But yeah, man, that's it. Just don't put your trust so quick in people and you'll be all right in this space.
Boom. There you have it. There you are. You got to be careful who you trust. If you look up MK Ultra, man, you won't trust the United States government much longer. I'll tell you that much. And if you apply that same theory to crypto, you won't trust a lot of people in crypto either. So good stuff. Moon finally got on camera. I want to give Moon a couple thoughts for the episode before we go. But Moon, how you doing, bro? And how are your thoughts on the market, the trenches? What are you seeing? What are the normie viewers that are following need to know?
Yeah, there are a lot of systems put in place. People throwing piles of money at this and that. Say, for example, like oftentimes the memes that you see running, like they'll have these Telegram chats set up, days in advance, cooking the meme up, cooking the narrative. It's all planned out. The system is for, I guess, lack of better word, rigged in many directions, like in the top, and then from the top down, it's just a constant, like, people seeing usury happen. So they're like, I'll get a little taste of that, get the people working for my benefit. And it's going down at many levels. I don't trust any major news outlets. I'd rather dig deep into the web and Reddit and little Discord chats and stuff like that. So yeah, all for the MKU token and everything it's about. But those are just my quick little thoughts here. Mainly been watching this. This is a good little stream y'all should go watch. They're like an hour in on Myron Gaines. It's Nick Fuentes, Andrew Tate, and Myron, and Andrew's like, bro probably just caught another charge just because he's talking about the French president being gay or something like that. He's like, you can't do that in Europe. So he's like, oh shit, I'll probably be back in jail tomorrow, guys. It's just crazy, bro. It's just crazy the world we live in, depending on where you're at in the world. I guess like my big thought, freedom, isn't free, right? So they set these systems up here in America to make us pay for our freedom, right? Because a lot of other places you don't even have it.
Facts. It ain't free. We pay a hefty tax. We paid it in blood. I know we got some veterans in our circle, but whether you paid it in blood personally or not. Somebody in your lineage probably paid it in blood. You know, we pay it on our taxes, and we paid in the hidden tax of inflation. And I think that's what led a lot of us to Web3 in general. Those things there. It's just wanting that freedom, realize that it isn't free. They're not going to give it to us. We got to secure it. One way we secure it is by owning Bitcoin. The other way we secure it is by trenching to accumulate more Bitcoin. So guys, we're going to wrap this one up. I appreciate all you guys joining today. I appreciate the thoughts. I appreciate the alpha. These are always fun. It's always cool to see the homies on stream. We're gonna moon bounced. We'll be back tomorrow though at 4 p.m. Eastern. So we'll see you then. Make sure you follow EAC on all platforms, but on Twitter he's the easiest to find, to my knowledge. I probably don't follow him on LinkedIn yet. I think I have followed him on LinkedIn actually, but I got to follow your YouTube channel now, EAC. So drop that for me. I'll go subscribe to it. Everybody else subscribe to it. They're not already. Follow Timbo and the Diamond Trencher Network. Hit him up, man. If you're in the trenches and you ain't winning, there's people out here can help you. It's generally not free, right? You probably paid to go to school. You know, maybe you went to public school and you didn't have to pay, but that was subsidized by taxpayers. Somebody paid for you to go to school. You're an adult. Pay for your crypto information. You know, get with a guy like Timbo and join his group. I can vouch they're hitting bangers. You know, he'll drop screenshots. They're hitting bangers. $500 for bangers for life. I don't know. It's a no-brainer to me, right?
Hey, and we got a free community that drops absolute smoke too, Andrew. It's not the paid group is more of a family oriented. We get really close. We talk to each other on the phone all day. It's more than just a subscriber group, but the free community, bro, we got 370 plus people in there too that are absolutely trenching 24/7 on Telegram.
Wow, trenching 24/7. So follow Timbo on X, man, and getting that free group at least, man. That's free money you're leaving on the table if you're not there. But guys, we will be back tomorrow. One of these days, we're going to start trading on stream. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow, so I can coach Timbo a little bit and help him step up his game. But we'll be back, man, tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern. Thank you guys again for hanging vibing with me. Thank you for the viewers for coming and vibing with us. Have a great day, everybody. Peace out. Let's run it up.